Hey guys, John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo here with an unboxing for you of the new Palm Pixi for Sprint. This is the second WebOS device and one I'm really excited to get my hands on. When I reviewed the first WebOS device, the Palm Pre, I went on the record as saying it was probably one of the best smartphones I've ever tested. So I'm curious how the Pixi holds up to the competition of its big brother. Let's go ahead and get to the unboxing here. Of course, we'll use the big O knife. Hack through the FedEx pack. Rip it open and see what we got inside here. Well, it looks like the folks at Sprint sent a lot of stuff. We've got a wireless touchstone charger. We'll take a look at all that in a minute. We've got a back for the touchstone, pretty cool. Put that off to the side. And we've got the phone itself in addition to some press release material. So here is the box to the Palm Pixi. It looks very similar to what we saw for the Palm Pre and what Sprint did for the Htc Hero. We got a picture of the device on the front, some of the Sprint logo on the side, some specs on the back, which we will go over. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this thing, and I'll go over all the specs as we're showing you the device. Go ahead and open it up. It does look like it's been opened. So you've got your typical Palm package with that orange, this little cardboard up at the top. Here is the device. Wow, that feels very thin and small in the hand. Push that off to the side for just a minute, and we'll see what else we get in the box. We've got Getting Started Guide, Introduction, and your full bevy of accessories, which include a syncing cable, which is micro USB, and that little circular charging. But we've got the touchstone, so we're not going to need that, fortunately. And the touchstone is wireless conductive charging, which is actually pretty cool. I did a demonstration of that with the Palm Pre a few months back. Let's take a look at the device itself, and let's go over a little bit about it, and I'll tell you what the specs of it are. So this thing is really small, and during a size comparison, you'll see how small it is. The screen resolution, you're getting 400 pixels down by 320 across. So it's only about 80 pixels shorter than the Pre, but it's not bad. Dimension-wise, it's 2.2 inches by 4.4 inches by only 0.4 inches, which is inches and witches. Pretty small. This is a very thin device. Let me compare it to some other phones that you might be familiar with. So here is the iPhone 3GS, which looks like an absolute monster compared to the Pre. The Pre screen size is 2.63 inches, so it's a little bit small. And of course, it is a full capacitive screen. Down below here is where the gesture area is to access the card features and to pull up Palm's Quick Launcher. And I'll show you all that during a software overview. But if you look at it and you think there's a big gap right there, just know that that gap is actually being used for something. Let's put these side by side, and you can see really the thinness of the Pixi, making the iPhone starting to look just fat. You can see also how small it is. Let's take a look at another phone in Sprint's lineup. Perhaps when you're comparing, if you're a Sprint customer, the Htc Hero. They look to be almost exactly the same dimensions-wise. And if you stack them on top of each other, the Pixi is definitely a little bit thinner. And the last phone that you guys maybe want to see us compared to is the BlackBerry Storm 2. This one's for Verizon Wireless. It's a little bit on the chunky side, the Storm 2, and you can definitely tell how small the Pixi is when you see this thing. So enough of the other phones. Let's take a look at the Pixi itself. So you've got your full QWERTY keyboard right here. It definitely has that small sort of Centro-esque keys, but it does look to be okay. I think it's something you'll get used to, but I will try it for you and let you know if it's something that you can become accustomed to, whether or not it's difficult to type on. On the left-hand side of the device, we've got nothing. On the right-hand side, you've got your volume rocker. You have your profile switch from ring to vibrate, and you probably have your micro USB charging port. which you do have right under that flap, which I'm trying to get up. micro USB charging port. On the top of the device, you've got your lock and power button and a 3.5mm headset jack. On the back, and this is the non-touchstone back, you've got sort of a matte finish on it. You've got your camera, you've got your LED flash, and you've got a 2-speaker grill. You've got a microphone port on the side, which is interesting that it's on the side and not down below. I wonder how that's going to work. So let's take a look at some of the other accessories that the folks from Sprint were nice enough to send over. We've got the back for the touchstone. Now the way this works, it's full conductive charging. So what that means is you put the phone on top of the touchstone and it charges. No wires needed. The only wire that is required is from the wall to the touchstone charger itself. Go ahead and cut this thing open here. Let's see what the touchstone wall charger looks like. And if you're interested in a Palm Pre, it'll run you Palm Pixi rather, it'll run you $99 after rebates and a 2-year contract. So here is the back for the touchstone. It's got a little bit of a dimple look to it, still that soft touch rubber, but it is nice looking. On the back you can see those sensors which will connect to take advantage of the touchstone charger. So we'll take off the back and I'll show you what it looks like underneath there. The battery is of size 1150 milliamp hours, the same one that's found on the Palm Pre. So anyway guys, stick around to the channel for a ton of reviews on the Pixi, a software overview, a web browsing demonstration. I'll even show you again how the touchstone charger works in case you are curious. I'm really excited to see Palm's second foray into the WebOS devices and really see how it translates to real-world use. So any questions or comments or things that you guys want to see, leave a video response or text comment down below, and I will see you in the next Palm Pixi video. I'm John Rattinger. Bye-bye.